Let's move on now, and the interviews for the post of Chief Justice came to an end today after Supreme Court Judge Jackton Ojwang appeared before the Judicial Service Commission. The judge, considered one of the most highly educated in the Kenyan judiciary today, gave a very interesting interview characterized by many interjections from the Judicial Service Commission members. Michelle Ngele was there.
The 15th of September saw Supreme Court Judge Professor Jackton Ojwang interviewed as the final candidate for the position of Chief Justice. Having sat on the bench that handled the controversial 2013 presidential petition, Professor Ojwang was taken to book on his objectivity in the matter.
The election petition was very controversial.
Which petition?
Presidential election.
Oh,
petition.
presidential. Okay, fair enough. Yes.
It was very controversial.
We decided it in the Supreme Court.
It was controversial,
yes,
in terms of perception,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes.
Did a member of your household participate in any way during nominations the last general election?
Yes. You see, my wife used to be interested, and she was going to be a candidate for Senate, in fact, but she abandoned and she no longer followed up. She's not in politics.
Judge, I asked on which party?
You mean the party that? Which,
the dominant party that you're talking about?
I don't want to mention the names of parties here, because if I mention the names of parties, I'm bringing politics into this issue. Yes.
So a new government is formed, yes, after the election petition,
yes,
and she gets a job in government.
Yes.
As
a good Kenyan?
No.
Yes.
In what position? In what position, Judge?
Yeah?
In what position?
In what position? Well, she's principal secretary.
Judge, I just wanted to be sure,
yes,
that appointment had nothing to do with that petition.
No, it had nothing to do with that petition, so far as I know.
Okay.
It had nothing.
Tensions, however, ran high when the judge was questioned on the alleged judges' strike in October 2015, when he and other Supreme Court judges are said to have downed their tools in solidarity with the then Deputy Chief Justice Kalpana Rawal and the now retired Supreme Court Judge Philip Tunoi over their retirement age.
We may not agree. There are many things we don't agree.
Yeah, you did the wrong thing.
Yes.
It was wrong to do that.
But I'm saying a decision of misconduct was found against you.
If you know it, then why are you putting it to me?
Just confirm, please.
I saw a letter from CRJ telling me so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that misconduct is in your file.
I don't keep the files. If you keep the files and you put such things in it, that is your choice.
That letter, Judge, I'm saying you are giving notice to the JSC that unless you do this, this is what we will do.
Okay, do you want it to be a notice to Parliament? It is going to the right person. So the right person should just respond. For example, if your child complains, should the complaint come to you or should it go to a different person? And when it comes to you, do you start clobbering this child of yours, or do you start answering,
Judge,
responding? Do you respond?
Judge,
or do you say, now you have done a terrible thing, I'm going to deal with you? Is that what you do?
Judge, listen to me.
You're asking a question you are not clear about. Ask something different.
Judge, let me ask the question and you answer. And
yes,
the question I'm asking again.
Ask straight, don't repeat to yourself all the time.
I'm asking again.
Yes.
In this letter, was there a threat to withdraw services?
There was a threat to withdraw services if you took away the quorum of the Supreme Court. And the letter that was being complained about was taking away the quorum of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court must sit. It must be in quorum.
If a three-judge bench of the High Court say the president does not enjoy absolute immunity,
I would not give any view on that sort of question. I must get an actual dispute, and I must hear on both sides. Because if I take a position on it, and next time that matter is before me, I'm biased. In fact, I should even disqualify myself. So that's not a question I would like to ask.
Judge Jackton Ojwang becomes the final candidate to be interviewed for the position. The JSC Act prescribes that the Commission shall, within 7 days of the conclusion of the interview, deliberate and nominate the most qualified applicant, taking into account gender, ethnic, regional and other diversities of the people of Kenya. This then means that JSC only has 1 week beginning Friday the 16th of September to sift through notes of the 11 candidates so far interviewed. The JSC will then forward one name to the President, who will thereafter forward it to Parliament for vetting. Michelle Ngele, KTN News.